Hi, my name is Bear and let's start with Deathloop. It is a first-person shooter where two rival assassins are trapped in a mysterious time loop on a remote island doomed to repeat the same day for eternity. Your only chance for escape is to end the cycle by assassinating 8 key targets before the day resets. Every new loop is your opportunity to change everything. You will use the knowledge gained from each attempt to change up your playstyle, so it's fair to say that it's a roguelite game and may not be appealing to everyone. Here you can choose to stealthily sneak through levels or barreling into the fight, guns blazing, shouting war cries and profanities. In each loop you'll discover new secrets, gather intel on your targets as well as on the island, and expand your arsenal. You will be armed with a host of otherworldly abilities and savage weaponry. Although I must warn you that the game's biggest strength is also its biggest weakness. People on Steam are talking that the game is repetitive. Yeah, who could have thought? Don't starve together. Overwhelmingly positive reviews is not something I can ignore. That's not all. Don't Starve Together has 96% of positive reviews left by 230,000 people. That is more than insane. It's an indie game. So this is an exploration, crafting and open-world survival title where you discover and explore a massive procedurally generated and biome-rich world with countless resources and threats. Whether you stick to the surface world, go spelunking in the caves, dive deeper in the ancient archive, or set sail for the lunar islands, it will be a long time before you run out of things to do. But the best thing is that if you buy a copy, you will get another one for free that you can give to your friend or to your loving mother-in-law. Ancestors' Legacy. This is a real-time strategy game influenced by historical events of the Middle Ages. Ancestors' Legacy combines resource management and base building with large-scale squad-based battles across vast battlefields, all rendered in great detail with Unreal Engine 4. You will experience medieval bloodshed and can enjoy a cinematic action camera that puts you right into the middle of the battle. People on Steam are talking that Ancestors' Legacy is easy to learn and it's like chess. It involves a lot of strategy, so the more you play, the better you become. Fell Seal, Arbiter's Mark. This is beautifully hand-drawn, story-driven, turn-based tactical RPG set in a fantasy world with a touch of steampunk. You'll experience an epic and mature story unfolding through over 40 story encounters and topped with challenging endgame content. To progress, you will have to master classical tactical combat battles with rugged terrain and elevation. Class system contains over 30 classes and 300 abilities, unless you customize every one of your characters through the selection of their class, subclass, and passives. People on Steam are talking that this game is simply awesome, and tactics-wise, if you want a real challenge, play on very hard mode and prove that you have the biggest, the hardest and hairiest mental balls a person could have. Prey. Game has a really cool story that has you playing as a scientist exploring a place ravaged by aliens. And those aliens are really nice here. Well, by saying nice, I mean that they are the opposite of nice. They are terrifying creatures, although not as terrifying as people who put pineapple in potato salad. So anyway, Prey gives you a variety of weapons to use along with superpowers like telepathy or the ability to trick enemies by turning yourself into everyday items. Sadly, you can't turn into a potato salad and eat yourself. Please, somebody, make a mod for that. Resident Evil Village. This is a package deal. If you buy Village, you will also get Resident Evil Array Verse for free. And the Village's story is set a few years after the events of Resident Evil 7. The all-new storyline begins when a man and his wife start living peacefully in a new location, free from the past nightmares and horrors. And just as they are building their new life together, then, shit happens. Otherwise, it would be a love story, not a fantasy story with horror elements. Village is one of the coolest games ever, with an atmosphere creepier than your ex. Also, this game is not a pure horror game as you can imagine, it's really not that scary, it's just creepy. And overwhelmingly positive reviews are here for a reason. The game is fantastic. Red Dead Redemption 2. One of the best open-world games there is, it's hard to argue about that. Here you are an outlaw on the run. With federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on your heels, you and your gang must rob, steal and fight your way across a rugged heartland of America in order to survive. The game is serious, but it doesn't take itself seriously. It's full of really funny unexpected events and situations. On the other hand, the story is serious and some of your actions will have serious consequences. Main story will take about 50 hours from your boring life, and all the online content can take 10 times more. Those are the same creators as of GTA games, so they know how to pin your attention for a long time, so be sure you have it. Dishonored 1 and 2. In these now classic games, you will play as an assassin who is given supernatural abilities by a mysterious entity. Dishonored is a stealth game, although you can play it as a brute force lover as well. You just have to be way better with controls, because fighting multiple enemies is a real challenge here, and only the best of us can dance around the danger like that. The real fun of Dishonored games is combining all your powers with your weapons and finding your own way through the semi-open world environments. Interesting thing is that the genre of Dishonored is whalepunk, a subgenre of steampunk where most of the energy is gathered from the hunted whales and their fat. Not a safe place for your mama. Talespire. It is a beautiful way to play pen and paper RPGs, except here you won't need pen and paper. Instead, you can bring your own stories to life and embark upon campaigns together with your friends, regardless of where you are in the world, and the engine of Talespire will do everything it can to make you happy.
What? No, what are you thinking? It can't do that, you pervert!
So in a way, it's a tabletop game where the rules, battles and adventures are supervised by AI. As developers say, the beauty of physicality of tabletop gaming here meets the endless possibilities of digital world. Here you can collaboratively build your worlds without compromising the handcrafted aesthetic of using traditional miniatures. You can take on the mantle of multiple heroes and creatures, manage your stats and express yourself using the emote system, perform dice rolls directly on the board and interact with your environment. As a game master, you can dazzle and thrill your friends by building expansive maps, setting up shots and controlling immersive soundscapes to bring all your delightful and devious designs to life. I also have to say that Talespire is not tied to a specific game or rule set. You make rules or bend them as you wish, and the game makes sure that no one can break them. Game is in early access right now, so don't expect miracles, but hey, early access game with 94% of positive reviews? Now I've seen everything. Chivalry 2. When I tried the first part of the game, I played it for several hours non-stop. I have great internet, so anyone with a slower connection died from my swings like bleeding pigs, just because of the lag in their pathetic homes. I felt like a combat god, but that only lasted until some really talented players with good internet speed connected to my server and I started to die a lot. That I didn't like, and because I had no intentions of becoming a pro gamer, I just left the game and never came back. Anyway, in Chivalry 2, you will try to dominate massive 64-player battlefields. Catapults tear the earth apart as you lay siege to castles, set fire to villages, and slaughter filthy peasants in the return of team objective maps. Also, a fully featured mounted combat system will make you feel like a true knight, and that includes the ability to trample your foes, land devastating front or rear horse kicks, unhorse your opponent with lance, and engage in deep melee combat with grounded and mounted opponents. Game has a very positive review score left by almost 40,000 players, so I think it's safe for you to give it a try. And now let's take a look to GoG Sale, what it offers us this weekend. Apparently a lot. They have strategy and weekly sales still going, Bethesda sale, arcade classics, and many other discounted deals. Click on my link in the description below and explore the world of discounts without any regrets. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.